The following video is brought to you by GameAnyone.com.
Hey everybody, the Bang is back. Welcome to part 7 of Let's Play Quest 64. Now, unfortunately, I'm doing this as post-commentary because I forgot to turn the mic on at the time. Therefore, I'm just demonstrating that I learned Large Cutter at level 13 with Wind. And I decided to test it out in the Apophis. I don't know why, because it's a Wind monster, because, you know, I'm a dumbass. But I wanted to show you what the Wind Cutter looks like, because you're going to see it plenty of times. Actually, I think you've seen it before with the Frog King. So yeah, this is nothing more than a filler battle before we actually get to Glencoe Forest. I was only just testing out the Large Cutter at first. So yeah, I want to wish you all a happy Canada Day. I forgot to do that in the video. I figured this would be a good chance to do so. Unfortunately, I was doing commentary while not realizing the mic was not on. Therefore, I made myself look like an idiot. I should have noticed because I didn't hear the fan of the laptop. I was thinking, no, why is it so quiet? Then I realized, oh wait, I don't have the mic on. Idiot me. Now, Glencoe Forest, like I said before, is completely optional. You're only doing this to find 6 spirits, and you're going to find some new monsters as well, like this one, the Dark Goblin. I believe this one's a Wind type, and Ghost Stalker, which is very similar to Marionasty in fighting tactics, is an Earth type. Have you noticed that the Ghost Stalker almost looks like a Gibdo of some sort? As long as it doesn't dry hump me and do that shrieking scream that paralyzes me, I'm good to go. Yeah, the thing with the Dark Goblins that'll really piss you off is sometimes they like to boost their agility, which makes their spells easier to connect on you and your spells harder to hit. As you can see, I missed as a result. Then again, my agility isn't super high yet. The sooner it does, the better, so I can actually move around in battle a lot more. Even increase my chances of escaping, which is very important. Now there are 6 spirits. I don't know if I found them all. I didn't really count, for the most part anyway. But it doesn't matter. As long as I got more than half, I'm good to go. I've already gained so many in battle anyway, in later stages, therefore I got nothing to worry about. If I'm really bored, I'll come back just to get the other one or ones that I missed. Yeah, sometimes you gotta stand perfectly still and look around just so you can actually find the spirit clouds. Oh, I come across a brand new enemy, the Treant. This one's a water type. I did not know that at the time because it was using wind attacks. I was thinking, wait, is that a wind monster? But then I realized it actually is water, because trees actually have some water in their bodies. And its weakness would be fire, of course. Maybe that's why it was made of water type, just so it can have a fire weakness. I don't know. Well, it is a tree. It would make no sense to have earth being its weakness. Then again, if you throw a huge rock at a tree, chances are there's going to be some chaos going down. I'm not really one that likes to give post-commentary. I'm just trying to go as I go along. Oh, well, I mean, some people are really good at post-commentary. I was mostly into the live commentary kind of thing. But I forgot to turn on my mic, like I said before, and I can't really post this video with no commentary at all. I'm only doing this for your benefit, not mine. So yeah, we're gonna look for the first spirit here, just somewhere around here. And I actually found it behind a tree. I actually decided, you know what, I'm just gonna use Wind Cutter while I try to escape. And you can actually use a spell when you're outside the battle arena. And as soon as the spell is done, you can leave. Like, be done with the battle. I'm not doing this for killing the enemies. I was only just doing that to level up my magic. Because you can actually do that, of course. You don't have to beat a monster to level it up. I put it on Earth, and unfortunately I didn't learn anything new. I might as well boost up my Earth attacks. And get myself one step closer to actually learning a pretty cool spell. I think the next one you learn for Earth is Weakness. Probably lowers attack and whatnot. So yeah, that's probably not going to be a spell I'm going to be using a lot of. And I just have to run away from this fight too while doing some cheap shots. I mean, most of these fights I actually run from because, well, there's no real reason to fight them. I do my training off footage, therefore I can just keep going at my own leisure without worrying about training here. I thought I saw another spirit lying around, but I realized that was just the fringe of the battle arena. I was thinking it was something else. Well, I see a spirit over here, right there next to the tree. And just when I was about to grab it, I get interrupted by enemies. Okay, well, I put this one on water. And I learned Ice Wall, which is nice. It's a very unique short-range attack, which can freeze enemies if you're lucky. And for some reason, if you're frozen, you can still attack and use spells. But if enemies are frozen, they cannot do anything. It's a bit unfair, I know, but hey, I'll accept it. I think I missed one spell here in the corner, but I get it later, so don't worry. Try not to point that out too much. I am prone to make mistakes. And speaking of mistakes, here's some new enemies, the Hot Lips. And they are fire enemies despite being plants. So water would be a really good weakness here. It does have one attack, which is Flame Pillar, and it hurts. So if you can dodge it, do so. Or you can just take the hits and level up your HP and defense. That's entirely up to you. But if you're going to do that, I highly recommend it against enemies that use multi-attack spells like the Wind Cutters and whatnot, and Fire's Homing Arrow. Don't use it on one major attack, which is just going to hurt you. This would not be good for you. And I learned a new spirit level, and I put that on water as well. Just to buff up my healing. Anyways, let's just go over here. We'll see another cabin to the other side of this area. And I thought I saw something, and I didn't. So let's just keep going. And there we see another spirit over there in the cabin itself. And this cabin actually isn't abandoned. You're going to find out soon enough. I mean, you're going to see a hot missus, and she's just going to tell you about the blue cave. And she also tells you that you cannot go in because you don't have permission from the spirits. But we are going to Blue Cave. We're going to do that later, and it's a pain in the ass. I'm not looking forward to that part of the game. I remember playing Quest 64 as a kid, and let me tell you, the Blue Cave was a nightmare. Especially if you get really, really far, and then you die, and you have to do the whole thing over. All because you didn't level up your healing enough, or just didn't heal enough. Like, no dungeons have checkpoints. Like, I can't think of one that has any. Well, there is one, but that's very, very late in the game. So we're going to discuss that at another time. So yeah, once we get to Blue Cave, you no longer fear hell because you've seen the Blue Cave. Yeah. I had no interest in fighting that treant, and I didn't walk far enough, so I had to sit through a treant attack, which missed me completely. And unfortunately, after taking just a few steps, I get into another enemy encounter. Some of them are just too plentiful. Like that, for instance. I didn't go very far, but once again, I'm surprised I didn't step out of the fringe there. I mean, I was clearly outside that line. Okay, and I see another spirit over there. I believe that one is number 4. So we're off to a pretty good start in finding the spirits here in this area. And I lost sight of it, but where did it go? Yeah, it was over here. I mean, that's the thing about fighting enemies when you're right next to a spirit, you lose track of it right away. It's unfortunate, but at least you can survive around it. I thought I saw another spirit over there in the corner, and I didn't. Oh, but actually there was a spirit over there. This one's number 5. And let's put that on. I put that on Earth, didn't learn anything new still. So this is where the blue cave entrance is, but we'll save that for another time. See you later, everyone.